History loves a tidy narrative. It prefers its icons, singular, male, and comfortably contained. If you open a modern textbook on Yoruba cosmology, they will tell you that Shango is the absolute god of thunder and power, and Oya is just his fierce and loyal wife. It sounds very romantic, it sounds very domestic, and it is a complete historical rewrite. Now, here's the tea. Oya wasn't a cosmic accessory, no. She was a sovereign political entity. Back in the 14th century, before she was an immortal force, she was a woman from Ira, a strategic frontier town in present-day Kwara State, and she married into a deeply suspicious, highly patriarchal Oyo military court as an absolute outsider. In that kind of environment, you had two options: become invincible or become indispensable. Oya chose violence. Now, the myth says Oya stole the secret of holding lightning from Shango's house, but the historical reality is so much cooler. Stripped of the poetry, Oya brought Ashe, which translates to advanced military tactics, espionage, and psychological warfare from the north. She didn't stay back at the palace, she rode at the vanguard of the cavalry. Shango's forces used incendiary tactics, setting enemy fortifications ablaze. But fire in the savannah is useless without wind to direct it. She knew exactly when to launch an attack so that the dry Amatan winds would carry the flames directly into the enemy camp. She didn't steal his lightning, she gave his fire the destination. When Shango's regime eventually collapsed due to internal betrayal and it took his own life, the usual protocol for a queen consort was execution, exile, or marriage to the enemy. Oya said, "Not on my watch." She retreated north back to her homeland. But she didn't just run. She staged the ultimate exit at the banks of the Great Northern River. She vanished with such terrifying poise that the local population did something completely unprecedented. They renamed the Niger River after her, the lifeline of the region, Odo Oya, the river of Oya. So now you're probably wondering, why did the post-Shango government turn her into a goddess? Well, that's because a dead queen with a massive loyal cult following across your trade border is a massive national security threat. The Oyo Empire was having an existential crisis at the time. To save face, they embarked on a massive rebranding campaign. They claimed Shango didn't die. He ascended to become the god of thunder, Oba Koso. But they had to balance the ledger. Oya's reputation among the military rank and file was way too big to ignore. If they let her out, her followers could easily start a civil war. So, they turned her into the goddess of the winds and the master of the ancestors. The ancient Yoruba didn't turn people into gods because they were sweet or kind. They did because they were too massive for the earth to hold.